Now let's get to a Bloomberg scoop, and we've learned that Saudi Aramco is in advanced talks to acquire a stake in Reliance Industries' oil refining and chemicals business. Sources say Aramco may buy a roughly 20% stake in the Reliance unit for about $20 to $25 billion of Aramco stock. Let's get more now from our Bloomberg Middle East energy reporter, Anthony Di Paola, who helped break the story. So, Anthony, what are the details of the deal, and actually what's in it for both companies?
Hi, Francine. This would be a huge deal for two major industrial giants in the oil and refining industry. There would be major cross holdings between the two of them. As you said, it's going to be it's proposed as an all-stock deal whereby Reliance would take shares in Aramco about 1%, according to the current share value for Aramco, about 1% in the Saudi state oil company. And Aramco then would get about 20% in Reliance, and so that would be in the oil refining and petrochemicals unit of Reliance that they're spinning off. So this would be a big deal. It's been in the works for about 2 years now. Both companies have said they're in talks, they're working on it, they're in due diligence. Things got slowed down by the coronavirus, but earlier this year we saw the Aramco chairman even nominated to the board, named to the board of Reliance. So that's a sign that things are moving forward. And for both of these companies, really, it's about access to markets and crude oil. Reliance has one of the world's biggest refineries at Jamnagar in India, and that would give them access to a steady supply of Saudi crude. And for the Saudis, they get a guaranteed buyer for some of that oil, and that's really what they're looking at as we get into the energy transition, as we start to move away from oil demand. Yes, Francine.
Yeah, I was going to ask you actually about the energy transition. How does it fit into all of this?
The Saudis are looking down the road for when we're using less oil for driving, for gasoline, for diesel, and they're really looking big into the petrochemical space. They're looking at that market for plastics, for our computers, for our cell phones, for lightweight components, even for electric cars. And they see this as a continued outlet for their crude and continued guaranteed demand. So they're really looking at that. For Reliance, they're spinning off this energy unit, the refining and petrochemicals business, and they'll split that off from things like telecommunications and like some of their other industrial units. So for them, it's also kind of breaking up the conglomerate and moving that company forward as well, too. So elements of the energy transition for both of these companies in there, Francine.